It doesn't get much easier than this. Air fryer chicken thighs. I'm talking bone-in, skin-on, juicy, tender, crispy chicken thighs. Welcome to the Spicy Apron Cooking Show. My name is Heather and I am here to show you the easiest ways to get the best results in your kitchen. And I do focus on clean eating. And today we are doing a very simple, very tasty bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs in the air fryer. And if you are looking for more air fryer recipes, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'm kind of on an air fryer kick. Now to the chicken thighs. This is a really easy recipe that you can whip out any weeknight and everybody's gonna love it. Now, the important thing about chicken thighs, if you really do want that juicy but crispy texture at the end, I really do recommend you go with bone-in, skin-on. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is trim off the excess skin. Now, that's important for a couple of reasons. Number one, you just don't need it. And also by trimming it, it will reduce a lot of the fat drippings that come out in the air fryer. So go ahead and trim it. Make sure all of the pieces are equally trimmed. So once the thighs are trimmed, then you're gonna want to pat the skin very dry. You do not want any excess water because water is an enemy of crispiness. So pat them as dry as you can get them. Now, once they are patted dry, you are gonna add just a little bit. You don't need a lot of oil. I use olive oil, sometimes I use avocado oil, and you just wanna drizzle a little tiny bit on the top of each chicken thigh and then spear it on both sides. Now, yes, I do use my hands. That's definitely the easiest way to do it. Make sure that you do rub the oil on both sides. And yes, you will need a hand washing break after that step. Next, let's get to the spices. What I have here is a blend of smoked paprika. Now, you can also use regular paprika if you prefer. And then I have some sea salt and some cracked pepper. Now, the link to the full recipe is in the description box below. So go ahead and click it and it will take you right to the printable recipe. All you're gonna wanna do with the spices is just whisk them together, and it's a fair amount because you wanna add a lot of flavor to this chicken. So you're going to season both sides of the chicken. First, sprinkle it on the side with the skin, and again, save a little bit less than half for the other side. Next, you rub all of those spices in onto the skin, and then turn the chicken thighs over and use the remaining seasonings to season the backside. Okay, just like the side with the skin, you do want to rub all of the seasonings into the thighs because really every bite is gonna matter. Okay, next up, we are just gonna put the chicken thighs in the air fryer basket. Now, a note about the air fryer basket, it does help to either spray a little nonstick spray or you can rub it with a little bit more olive oil just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. What I like to do is I put each chicken thigh skin side down and start it that way. I'm going to flip them over halfway through. You don't have to do it that way. You will get more consistent and even results if you do, so I recommend it. But if you are going to not flip them halfway through, then I recommend putting the skin side up first. But honestly, it does work better if you flip them halfway through. Okay, so you can see these chicken thighs. Those are pretty big thighs and they take up the whole basket. If you have smaller thighs, you could probably fit 6 in there. You definitely want to keep them in a single layer, especially if you're going for that crispy texture at the end. Okay, into the air fryer they go. Now, some air fryers require preheating, others do not. I suggest that you check your owner's manual to see if yours does. Mine doesn't. So now I'm just going to set it 400 degrees for 20 minutes, but I am going to flip them 10 minutes in. Okay, halfway through, I'm going to flip them over. And if you can see, they're starting to look fabulous already. And you know what? They smell even better than they look. Okay, so now they are flipped over skin side up. As you recall, I set mine for 20 minutes. What I would suggest that you do is start checking yours at about 8 more minutes. So a total of 18 minutes, because every air fryer does cook a little bit differently. So until you know exactly the amount for yours, I would say start checking it 8 minutes after you've flipped it. And then you'll see how crispy it is. And by the way, if you want more crispiness on the top, put it back in for another 2 minutes and check it one more time. Now, this has about 1 more minute, and while it's finishing up, I've got this video up here of my air fryer sweet potato fries. They are fabulous, and they go great with chicken. But put in the comments below what you guys like to serve with your chicken, because I'm always looking for new ideas. Now, let's check them out. Okay, first of all, I'm sure you can hear that. They are sizzling hot, nice and crispy. Let me just pull them out. Okay, seriously, look at how juicy that is. It's dripping everywhere. It's juicy, it's fully cooked. By the way, fully cooked is 165 degrees with a thermometer if you would like to test it. I've done that many times with this, so I know these are fully cooked, and it's crispy on the skin. We plot these on the plate, and you guys, these are truly a family favorite. I have been doing chicken thighs for many, many, many years. I always used to do them in the oven until I found out how to do them in the air fryer, and it's quicker. I don't have to heat up my oven. I don't heat my entire house, and they are delicious. So let's dig in. Oh wait, I will sprinkle a little bit of parsley on top just because it's pretty that way. But let me dig in and show you how juicy and tender it really is. So you see that nice crispy skin on top. It's partly because of the little bit of oil we added, and it's partly just by being air fried. Now the chicken meat, whoo, that is hot. That is so juicy and tender. And yes, y'all know I'm gonna taste it. And I'm gonna burn myself. It's still dripping. That's how juicy it is. Oh, There is no reason to do this any other way. It's fabulous. So I hope you give it a try. Thank you for watching the Spicy Apron Cooking Show. Happy cooking, happy eating, and I will see you next time.